Hi, my name is Dustin, and you may know me as the voice of Damian on Battleground, and today is episode 2 of Beyond the Battleground, and today I have the voice of Ed here.
Yoda.
And the new voice for Battleground 2, Clay.
Hey there.
I don't know what he... Oh yeah, you don't have to... This can be censored out and cut out. Any information you don't want to give out, we can bleep out. You can just tell us to bleep it out.
Alright.
So, I don't know if you want me to say your first name, if that doesn't matter.
You could go ahead and say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Joseph, and how did we meet, Joseph? How did we find each other?
You were doing a casting call on Behind the Voice Actors, and I clicked on this Battleground project thinking, okay, this sounds cool. I saw the character Clay out there, and then I'm just like, okay, I think I could pull off this character.
Okay.
And when I auditioned for it, you liked it.
That's very true. So, here's exactly
We
how
were
it
simping
happened.
for your voice for a bit.
Bro. Okay.
We were simping for that
The
voice.
okay, so there was 3 auditions total, and I checked. Let me go look really quick. I got it right here. Oh, whoops. Go find that one more time. There was 3 voices, and you were the first one I clicked on because you were the first one to audition.
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah, you were the first one. The other guy was an Indian guy. He had one hell of an accent. You won't be able to hear it, but whoever is listening can hear this, so...
What am I supposed to be happy about? What am
So-
I supposed
So whenever you edit that, Eddie, you'll hear what I just recorded, and you'll hear it. That was the second guy who had auditioned, but here's the third guy. He was way too far around his mic, and he just sounded like a Viking. I couldn't do it.
Uh-huh.
What am I supposed to be happy about?
Yeah, no, that's a no-go for me. Okay, well, I clicked yours first, and I was like, holy shit, you know, how... I was thinking in my head, I was like, there's no way someone else can top this. Yeah, let's see. I put it up. I don't even remember. Oh, the day after I put it up there, you had auditioned. I found
Yeah.
that. So, let's see. How do you like the character so far? Oh, wait, pause. Have you heard number 2 first? Or have you heard it before? Or...
I have watched the entirety of 2, yes.
Oh, really?
I have.
Okay. Okay, so be honest with me, because I have a preference as well. 1 or 2?
Personally, I like 2.
Okay.
I'm not biased because I'm in it, but like
No,
I
okay.
feel like the way the characters connect in 2 really works out. And I like, honestly, I really like how Jackson was incorporated.
Did you?
Him
Okay.
being like the rookie,
Yeah.
the youngest member, and having a legacy to live up to because of his father.
That's good. That's a good analysis. That's a great take on that. I'm glad you. I like. Okay, so personally, I think that number 1 is something that, even as someone who wrote it out, I prefer. I think what I liked about number 1 is I knew where I was going with the story when I had it in mind. I knew where I wanted it to end. I knew Jack was going to die. I knew that. I didn't know what was coming after that. I didn't have a future plan for it really. And so number 2, I had wrote for the sole purpose of introducing the next cast, basically. And so
Right.
I kind of introduced people who. So I needed the badass character. I needed someone that was going to have to progress through the story, and then I had to have the ringleader and then the comedic relief, and that's what I have. Ed being the comedic relief.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
I
sure.
would have never known. I would have never known.
Oh, let's see. And then I have my little sister who plays Willow. Fun fact, she's gonna be a huge factor in the story.
That's cool.
It's very different. So I guess the main. Okay, so Eddie, bleep this out. So. Goodness. How did you? Okay, tell me this. How did you like when Clay's character was directly introduced?
So, I like the little rock track you put in the video. That was cool.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you know, this gonna be the badass
For who?
character.
Yeah.
Big
I
toe
think
dude.
the introduction was brief, and he got straight to the point, which is totally fitting for his character.
Yeah.
So I think that was well done.
Let them know that. I mean, what's funny is I wrote that script 2 years ago. Like that's
Wow.
what. I was because everyone that I showed number 1 to, they were like, "Where's number 2?" And I was like, I started it. And like, well, I want to know who's at the door, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll finish it. Okay. And then,
True. Like if you didn't know what happens in 2, that is one hell of a cliffhanger.
What with
2 years
the
straight.
door? Someone at the door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you just don't know who that is.
You don't. And I will actually. Oh god, it's so bad. The original number 1 that we made in junior year is so bad. It's archived right now. Obviously.
Jesus.
And the original number 2 is archived as well. And so number 3, whenever that's released, that'll be the first time it's ever been released. So
that's cool.
so we don't have any idea what it's gonna sound like. We have no clue of anything. Okay, so what? I have something. I always thought about this. What inspired you to want to like voice act?
Okay, so back when I was in high school, which was 2 years ago now, I wanted to decide on a career then, or like decide what I wanted to do, like especially senior year actually, when everybody was thinking about college and stuff, and voice acting was always something I was interested in. Like I always had an ear for like pointing out what actor was in this role. Like when I'd watch a show or play a
Yeah.
game, I'm like, oh, I recognize this voice. And from there, just looking into the production of these games and hearing all these like stories that voice actors would tell, I was very interested in that process because I wanted to be involved with like making games. But I'm not exactly that good at like the computer stuff, the coding and stuff. But like acting, I feel like that was something I could do. And then just being interested in it, doing more research, I decided I think this is for me.
That's awesome. Actually, were you in drama in school or something or?
I wasn't, because I didn't really settle on being an actor till like senior year.
Right.
And yeah, by then it was already too late. But one of the biggest compliments I got was like one time in English class. Now, my English teacher was like part of a drama club. Like she actually was like running that thing.
Right.
And when I was reading in class, we were reading like Macbeth, I think. And then the teacher actually wanted us to like get into characters. She assigned us characters and stuff. And the biggest compliment I got back then was when she said, "You should be a voice actor." I'm like, yo,
Awesome.
that's exactly what I'm going for.
Did you hear? Okay, so you listened to the first Beyond the Battleground, right? About how it started with our English teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. We read Macbeth as well. Not in that class, but the next year after that, I read Macbeth. So that's why I kind of like smiled at that. That's crazy. So, yeah, we that's cool though. So would you say
you left high school?
What was that?
I say if he left high school 2 years ago,
Yeah, no,
he's
he's about
roughly
our
around
age.
our age.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm 19 right now.
That's
19.
crazy.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I
What?
was gonna do this thing on. So I already have like the next few episodes of this planned out of who's gonna be on, and if you want to be on like the 4th one with us with the voice of Jackson too, just to
I'll
have,
do that.
Awesome. I don't know when it'll be, because the next one's just gonna be Jackson and then the voice of Jack, just to because they hate each other. They hate each other outside of here. They hate each other so badly.
They don't like each other at all.
Yeah, dude.
That is
It's funny.
ironic.
It
Yeah.
is crazy. It is hilarious.
Especially
So.
how it's fun.
I know exactly what's gonna happen at the beginning of the episode, and it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be so funny.
It better be a rap battle.
I
A rap battle. I'm gonna go and spit some beats.
get some copyright free tracks real quick. Just get some copyright free beats, and so it's gonna be great. So the 4th one will just be me, you, and the voice of Jackson and Eddie here. Just the main 4 guys. I think that's gonna be awesome. I had this idea recently. I forgot I was gonna talk about this. Imagine a battleground, but everybody switches lines. I don't want to capitalize on this yet, but it sounds like a funny little thing to do.
Yeah, like kind of like how some things have a blooper reel. We could
Right.
definitely have something where like we swap characters, and that would be pretty
That
funny.
would be hilarious. You could be Willow.
Oh my god.
That would be fucking cool. Daddy, you're home.
like,
No, we keep our voices and everything. You know what I mean? Like we keep the same
like
voices that
give
we use.
the comedic relief that Ed usually has, but on Clay's character. Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be awesome. I was just thinking. Okay, so the problem is with the voice of Jackson, and he is actually younger than his character. He's second youngest in the cast. He is 13.
Hmm.
Yeah. But he's a bigger kid, so he's got a deeper voice to him, so it kind of suits. You would probably, I don't know if you would have ever guessed that he's younger than the character he plays.
Yeah, I thought he was like, when I heard his voice, I estimated he was about like 16, 17.
It's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's good at least. So, what was I going on about? God, son of a bitch, I just forgot. I was getting somewhere with this. Oh, okay, so his problem, okay. So, he was very, okay. So, when I was recording on his, for his lines next to him. So, everybody that records, I was with at the time. I was overseeing everything, the editing, all that. But, I was here when Eddie recorded his lines. I mean, obviously, we're all local. My little sister lives in my house. So,
Yeah, I'm like the only one that's away.
I think, honestly, my little sister, she killed her part. She killed it, dude. I don't know what it is about her, but she loves role-playing. I don't know what it is.
That's
but
great, though.
Yeah, I know. That's how,
Killed
that's
all
honestly.
of her lines.
What's up?
100% each one. She killed every single part of her lines. All 100% for those 11 lines.
That's it.
Yeah, she's older.
She's 10. She was actually 6 when we recorded the first one, so it was only 2 years older.
Wait, she's actually 10. That's
She's
crazy. I
10.
thought she was like around your age, but like trying to
Really?
sound younger.
Are you? No. She's,
Yeah.
I have 2 younger sisters. One's gonna be in the future, and the next one, Eddie bleep this out. It's gonna get.
Something going on there.
It's gonna get deep. Would you want to know?
I hope so.
Okay, let's see. Would you want to know, as a surprise, the ending? Read it out yourself or hear it yourself, or since you're a main cast member, I would be willing to tell you the possible. most likely final ending. It's up to you.
If you don't say it, you got less to bleep out.
That is very true. Eddie will have to work less. I could just tell you off the camera if you want, or off the
Yeah,
recording.
I don't mind these type of spoilers. If anything, knowing more helps me in certain deliveries
Absolutely.
for certain lines
Yeah.
eventually.
Okay, let
Or,
me
like
tell
I'll
you.
know if something's a foreshadow, so it'll sound that way,
Okay.
but also be subtle.
I'll tell you something here right now.
Okay.
All right, Eddie, bleep the shit out of this.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh god damn, this is so much. I've added so much. I'm gonna calm down for right now because I got the whole story wrote out and I'm trying to cram you with all of it in like such a little time. I don't want to do that to you, but it's a lot.
It sounds awesome.
I've got a lot for your character. Your character Clay okay, so I think it's gonna turn out great. I think so.
Yeah, from what you're saying so far, I am liking how Clay's character goes
It's
through these
great.
motions.
In the very end, holy shit. Are you ready, Eddie?
Mhm.
Ed.
No! Or should I say, oh, come on!
Let's go.
Come on!
Oh man. And
That's what he says before.
oh god.
Say,
Oh,
oh,
no.
come on!
But you
Cut
are
away.
Clay is a huge factor in. Okay, so number 7 has 2 parts. Part 1. So they're all gonna have a title. I don't know all the titles yet, but I know number 7's title is gonna be Battleground 7. So,
Right.
if you've heard of PUBG, obviously, right?
I played it a little bit in the past.
Okay. So yeah, you've gotten a little taste of what it was like.
Yeah.
So it's good to know. I mean, you got some kind of hand in it. So I'm guessing you play on PC.
Yeah, I do have it on PC.
Oh, well, you have it on PC. You have the game.
Yeah, I used to play it, but I still have it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
We all have.
Yeah, I know. I had
We
to
were
get
on
some
the game.
inspiration for number 4. I go in there and I play it a little bit just to. What I'm trying to do right now is actually trying to progress it away from PUBG's origin because number 1 was supposed to be like directly about PUBG.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, it was very because the way Jack was teaching us and all of that.
I got the references because I did play it a
Okay.
lot when I did use it.
I'm glad. See, yeah, I just want to make it something else besides PUBG related. I mean, it's gonna
That's
have
good.
the origin, it's gonna have the concept and all that mess, but it's not gonna. It can't be directly PUBG anymore.
That's good though. I like when you take like creative liberties.
Yeah, I had to. I got to start with some kind of foundation at least.
Mhm.
I'll always count PUBG in the title. PUBG base, so I don't get some
Right.
kind of heat for it. This is the same map on PUBG. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, I included everything else. So, let's see. What would you? Okay, do you watch any anime?
I do. Not as much as I used to though.
Okay. Give me
What's your
some. Give me
favorite?
give me one of your favorites or some of your.
My
favorites.
favorite is Kill la Kill.
Okay.
I haven't watched it yet, but people recommend it a lot.
Kill la Kill.
Yeah, it's very fan servicey, but like I just really like it because black and red protagonist. She curses a lot. She's cool. That's my type of character.
Okay. Any other ones you watch? I've never even seen it, so I wish I could.
As basic as this sounds, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan.
Okay. No. I respect that. I'm watching Z right now, so.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I wanted to get one of the originals down, and if you've watched at least one of the anime, one of the big three between Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball, it's
Yeah.
considered.
Dragon Ball's the only one of the three I really watched.
That's crazy.
Or I'm watching One Piece, episode 578. Hell yeah!
Jesus Christ. Too many.
Isn't that like halfway done?
Just
Yeah,
about.
I think like half.
God.
Almost.
So much.
Oh my goodness. So
I'm not even at the good part yet.
it gets good
It
after
gets better.
800, I promise.
It gets better.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ. I've watched.
Better, I swear.
Naruto was my first one, just because second grade I had this game or whatever, and I guess I just got into it. I was pronouncing all the names wrong. It was horrible. But then I actually watched it like in freshman year, and I finished it all throughout high school because it was 750 episodes to watch. So here I am. And then I've only watched a couple, to be honest with you. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, My Hero Academia.
Watch season 1.
Of JoJo's.
Yeah.
It gets better after 2.
Yeah, that was back in high school. My Hero Academia, I actually watched up to season 4.
That's good. Season 5 is finally up to season 4, like finished season 4.
Yeah, I finished season 4 actually.
Awesome. That's cool.
How did season 4 end it again?
When did it end?
No, how did it end? I forgot.
Deku.
Deku did the thing one for all.
Yeah, he flicked his
Yeah.
finger. It broke the window. He saw the previous owners. The sports
yeah.
festival, and then Endeavor fought Nomu.
Oh yeah, it actually did end on
yeah,
Endeavor,
yeah.
not Deku.
How about-
But yeah, that's how that ended. Black Clover. I'm still got a few episodes. If you can't tell by Eddie's profile picture, he's a big Black Clover fan.
I like Black Clover a lot.
What else is there? Dragon Ball already included that. The first season of Sword Art Online. Then it kind of turned to trash.
Oh man, that brings me back to high school.
Yeah,
That was my
for,
sophomore year.
I love how I
Yeah.
put Eddie onto Sword Art Online without even watching it. And he was like, "Dude, it's so good. Have you seen this?" I'm like, "No, I haven't seen it." And he was like, "What? What? Watch it.
Why would you?
Watch it?" I was like, "Oh, my bad." Yeah, I watched it.
As much as people will hate on the writing of Sword Art Online, like believe me, it is not the best, but it's entertaining. That
Yes. Like, pretty.
It's after the first half of the season, it just kind of turned to like they
Oh, yeah.
they could have drug out the whole, like it shouldn't have continued after the plot was kind of closed in.
The part 2, when there were some people still entrapped because they changed it into another programming.
Way to
was kinda
spoil it.
interesting. Well,
I'm just
okay.
kidding. I'm never gonna watch it. I'm never gonna watch it.
Number 3, the gun game. The gun game was okay. I don't prefer it, but the new one that just came out recently, I watched the first part of
Something
it.
tells me
and
I need to
it's
watch this Sword Art
pretty
Online.
interesting.
I hear that newest part just basically becomes the Fate series with how many references there are.
It kind of does. Like it gets better. It gets better after that. That's like literally the best part after like the rest.
I'm tempted to watch it just because of Alice, because I like these kind of like female knight characters. They always end up becoming one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's fucking fire.
So I was about to say something. So okay, let's see. You're a big video game person. So what
Yeah.
console, anything to play games on? What do you think would have the best exclusives, in your opinion?
The exclusives, PlayStation usually has the best exclusives, I'll say. If you're into shooters, then I'm gonna say Xbox.
That's
But
fair.
overall, PlayStation, because all right, if you are into anime, like we established we are,
Correct.
you're gonna want a PlayStation. They get more anime games
More
than
anime
Xbox.
games in there, yeah. They got the Demon Slayer game right now, and I was like jealous as shit. And they got fucking Demon Souls,
Mhm.
all the good shit. I'm over here just like, god damn it.
And they're getting a
I'm
new
just
Final
vibe, good
Fantasy
vibe.
too. I'm freaking dude.
Yeah, I primarily play on PlayStation.
Okay, I got you. You know, the only PlayStation I've ever owned is a PS2.
Yeah, same
Ah.
here.
That was.
I mean, that's a great one to have.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
it's the original.
I don't even know what I played on it, to be honest. I forgot what I played on it.
There was too much to count. They had stacks on stacks on stacks.
Way too much. It was a lot. No, then I moved to Xbox in like 5th grade, and then me and Eddie, we met in freshman year of high school.
Band class.
Yeah, when I say my high school pal Ed, it's real right there.
Real high school pals.
Yeah, we met, and then I had an Xbox at the time, and then he eventually got one like a year and a half after. And
Well, I had the
so-
360, but I just never had the
and
Xbox
it's-
One.
Yeah, you got the 360 right when I got the one. I was like, oh, dude.
No, I had the 360 like the whole time. It just
Oh yeah. No internet something.
I had no internet for a while. Then later I got internet. Then I got the Xbox.
Right. Okay.
And that's how it went.
That's cool. Okay. Oh, so you're in the middle of recording your number 3 lines. So how do you like? Let's see. This is before number 3 is released, so you might have to bleep this. I take it you read around your line before you say it.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
fantastic. I can definitely tell because I don't have to tell you how to tone your voice or anything. You you put yourself in the scene, you put yourself, in the location where the character's at, and you put them in the mood, and then boom,
Yeah.
you deliver, and it's
Mhm.
fantastic. Like when I was listening to the lines that you would listen, I was like, I don't hear anything wrong. I was so impressed because I've never had anyone send in a line and it be like, I'm sure you maybe had a take or two, obviously, but
Yeah.
But the ones I received were perfect. That was awesome.
After Battleground 1, well, after I recorded my lines for that,
You mean two?
I actually, well, yeah, 2, my bad, because it was the first for
It's
me.
the first one, yeah.
So yeah, after 2, I took classes to improve my voice acting,
Did you really?
and part of those classes were like reading for context in like the lines you get, so that you know how to deliver it.
Dedication. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm serious, like about making this my career.
Dude, you it's a thing, dude. You gotta. I'm here rooting for you.
You got
I mean,
so much
shit,
skill, I
dude.
can't
Thanks,
even handle it.
I'm for real. I mean, I'm not even trying to sound like a simp right now. I'm being dead ass because I mean, the moment I heard your voice, I was like, Jesus. I was like, dude, I couldn't even imagine. Like when I make a character, I hear my own voice saying the lines. I can't hear the actual character doing the voice. So hearing Clay when I was writing the lines, I hear this one voice in my head, and your voice matched it almost perfectly.
That's awesome.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is so confusing. Okay,
So how do you
Yes.
do your voice? Like, do you just go deeper, or
Yeah,
do
let's
you
hit
just...
us with a. Let's see. Let me pick a line. Let's see here. I'll give you. Let's see. For number 3, let me give you a surprise line for number 4. Okay. I'll describe the scene, whatever. Because I also looked at all your other auditions too you put on there, and like you had like a range in your voice too, like you had like a higher pitch,
Yeah.
friendlier.
Naturally, my voice is like on the deeper end. Like right now, this is my natural voice.
Yeah. See that.
So normally when I speak, it's not really hard to do like a deeper voice for me. Higher pitch, there's a certain degree I could go to, but I wouldn't want to sound like I'm struggling to do it, because then it just comes off
Yeah,
worse that
then
way.
it sounds like what is he doing?
For Clay's character, though, when I was doing the voice for that, mostly my goal was to just try and sound more like hardened, basically.
Right.
From my normal voice, I'm trying to sound more serious, and like knowing he's an ex-Marine, you have to sound like you know what you're talking about, and like
Yeah,
make it sound like
absolutely.
you're kind of advising the group a little bit, while also he's a hard ass at the beginning, so he has
Very
to
true.
sound closed off as well.
It's that's great. So, fun thing that I do during Battleground, I actually research everything that I put in there. So I
Nice,
make sure
that's
that everything, like I'll even look up like, can a bullet coming from this angle come out of this side of the, to like just little things like that. In the beginning of number 3, when I talk about postpartum, I looked all of that up. Dude, it was horrible. Like it was.
I appreciate that
I
though,
put
like
myself-
to look at the little details.
I try to do my best too, because I don't want somebody being like, you can't even do that.
Yeah, even though it's fiction.
Yeah, literally. It goes. I mean, I'll write it how I want it to. Get off my ass, It's just something. But there's.
Aside from acting, I have an interest in writing too, so that's why I appreciate hearing like the steps you take to write this.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, no. See, I'll go into like a game of PUBG, and then I'll just try to do what I can. So some things in number 1 happened actually in a game with me, Josh, and Eddie. So that's what's funny about that, is because some of those are actual stories that actually had happened. Like somebody, let's see, when that car was coming at us and we just like unloaded our gun into them, like it was just a simple thing to put in there. Just something like that. Let's see.
I could tell he runs frying pan a lot.
Oh, dude.
I grab my frying pan each time. I
Every
found it.
time. I
time.
sacrificed the pan. Like, there's a scene coming up in the future. Eddie, I'm so sorry. I'm making you work so hard. Line to put in there. Alright, let's see. I don't even know what line to give you. I don't even know. Yeah, dude, I'm in number 3 right now because I don't even hear number 4 line. What's a good...
My personal favorite was one he says to Willow. I guess you're gonna have to bleep this one because it's not really a spoiler.
Oh, I know
it's from the thing. But mine is when
That's so good. Oh my god. Yeah,
because I
love
feel like
line.
that line actually foreshadows her becoming tougher in the future.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
I mean, already she's like, fight me.
Yeah, she's like, swing on it, boy, big man. You're 6'6", I'm 3'6". You don't want none of this.
Like, this ain't a spoiler. It's just like a hypothetical. But like,
Absolutely.
if Damian were to go somewhere for a long time, maybe like, I don't know. I don't think he'll get killed off because he's a main character. But like, if he were to step away, I think Clay would be an X.
You think? Hold on, you're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
You think Clay would be a great
Mentor
replacement?
for Willow.
That's a great little concept. I ask little things around, like the things I research. Ed has like, what is it called? Where if Damian dies, he would become legal. Like, you can do that. You can sign rights over in case.
Right.
I looked all that up, making sure. Yeah. So that would be a great thing, though. I do see that. I like that little connection with. Oh, and number 4, you're gonna love it. So, Eddie, bleep this out. Sorry. Sorry. It's gonna be fun recording that one. Number 4 is gonna be. Yeah, no, it's so when I was writing number 4, when I started it, I was actually listening to some like really. It was a podcast series. It's like a fictional one called The Black Tapes. Because I'm at work all the time. I'm not supposed to be on my phone at work usually, so I just play something in my ears. And so I'll just play that one, and it was like really like, it was about paranormal stuff and all that. So it was really, and I was listening to the way they
Technical difficulties.
You bumped the mic.
I did.
Bumped the mic, didn't you?
I did. My headphones, they bumped the mic. So I was listening to the way they do these drops and stuff, like after something like serious just happened, like a doom, just like a little bass drop. And I was looking into that, and I was looking, I don't know, I pay attention to things very, very, because you only get one of each battleground, I don't want to mess up on any of these. So that's just, I mean, when I'm writing it too, I would. Number 3 took so long. Number 3 is gonna be like an hour and a half. I'm so sorry for how many lines you have, by the way. I apologize.
I had fun with it.
I hope so. Gosh, I hope so. Gosh, everyone gets so miserable. TJ recording his Jackson lines, he was so miserable.
Dude, I was having a lot of fun. I was holding the pan.
That was. Oh yeah, that was. Yeah. Oh yeah,
when we went through that shit so fast.
You recorded number 1 and number 2 in 6 hours.
Number
tops.
3.
No. Number 3 took 2 days.
I did the scream. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, remember
Because
you
we finished number 2, but that was before
Yeah.
a long time ago. Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was intense. God.
I was like, close the closet door.
Oh my god. So, number one, there was a scene where Ed was like, a pan? Why would someone carry a pan? And he's holding my little replica pan that he bought me. He buys me inside jokes as presents sometimes, so.
That's nice.
It is nice. So he bought me the little pan or whatever. And so he was holding it, like actually being in the scene where he was like, a pan? Why would someone carry a pan? So it was cool.
That's awesome.
It is very awesome. I also, okay. So I have another, it's just another concept of, you know what OVAs are, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So there's gonna be a little OVA series, maybe nothing, just nothing canon, I guess you could say.
Yeah, all right.
Just something. I had something for Clay. Probably somewhere back in the Marines and shit. Back when, and you know how he's like, I'm never gonna let another soldier die on me again.
Right.
I could find another voice for that, and he could be the soldier that was riding with Clay, and that's why he favors Jackson in the future, because he reminds him of that soldier that passed away with him.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe something, small details like that.
That was much different than my idea for an OVA, which was Clay going with the squad to Disneyland.
Oh, that'll be
open to that. I am fucking open to that.
Something.
I love that. I love that. That is amazing. Holy shit.
Maybe not Disneyland, because I don't want to get sued by Disney, but
fucking
we can call it
land. Oh god, my leg.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
That's awesome. Oh my god, I can see this already.
Each episode.
Each episode. So number one, let's see, it'll be
Damian actually gets the waitress to go with him to the beach.
Oh, fun fact.
Oh,
that's hilarious. Oh no, in the first beginning of number 3, they're weighing themselves and whatnot, and they're weighing themselves to go on a ride on Disneyland. They're like, oh, you're 5'9" and 145, you can't get on. Jackson's like, aww. It's something random. I see that actually working. That sounds awesome. I want to make that now. I might start writing that. That's a great idea. That was a great pitch. If you have any pitches, you shoot them at me.
All right.
Oh, okay. Also, let's talk about this, because I'm sure, it's not all perfect. If there's what is something that you would change about Battleground? I won't take any offense to this. I listen to criticism very well.
At points, sometimes when there's action scenes, I do sometimes notice that the audio from sound effects will overlap on your voice, and some words I can't hear. So having closed captions helps. It auto generates, but sometimes the sound effects will be louder than the voice clip, and some words get cut out.
On my part, I know. Okay.
That's great. I was just fucking with you. But
and then,
that's just something we can
realize for my lines. I don't know if it's because of how I record it, but some of my lines sound quieter than others. I think the audio mixing.
Here's what happened. Ours were quieter than yours. So
yours were perfect, literally perfect. I can just drop it in and change nothing about it. When Dustin over here got all these clicks and all this fucking recording, you just hear click, 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 and later he has his audio. You can see his audio when I put it in, right? Your audio, you can see every definition of every word you say, and I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. You see his audio, and it looks like dental floss with some food stuck in the middle of it. It looked horrible.
It's so bad.
Hey, here's the thing though, because I just started using a new microphone when recording 3, so I think I might have that same problem as him now, because when listening to 3's audio, I don't know, I sent you the drive, so you could hear 2 and 3 and compare them. The audio in 3 is actually lower than 2.
You mean
I don't know if you can fix that in post. Volume wise, yeah.
He can get that. As long as there's no
Okay, cool.
Fine. As long as I bring it up.
Okay, cool. So my problem is my mic right now. See, I had a whole setup in my whole closet. I had padding in the back and everything. That's why
me too.
Started recording my number 3 lines. I really invested into this for a minute, and then I was on a laptop, and I can't. Once I move my PC over to where my closet's near, I can probably start trying to do that again. Meaning that's why my lines in 1 and 2. That's why everyone's lines in 1 and 2 were kind of bubbly sounding. It sounded like a Skype voice call.
Yeah, I noticed that with my lines. I thought that was because back then I was using a USB microphone.
That is not.
Now I'm up to a condenser. Like I have the interface and everything now.
Right. Yeah, I saw on your Twitter that was connected to your Discord. I saw that setup. Is that still your setup now? The Scarlet?
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
I was gonna move over to that so we all have matching audio.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was considering that. So, I mean, I'm gonna do that for number 4, we'll all have matching audio.
All right. But as for right now, though, from what I've noticed from 1 and 2, you have the best audio quality.
Me personally?
Yeah, like out of all of us, you sound like the best.
To be fair,
audio
I get right here when I'm doing my lines, so. So I mean, when I do voices, when there's a switch between narration and vocal, I will get closer for like a narration, and I'll back away for a vocal, so you can kind of tell that there's a difference.
I did
there.
notice that.
Yeah, because I won't.
I did.
Okay, cool. So I try to make sure the audience, because that's what you gotta. So okay, I'm having a fucking brain for it. So TJ, when he's recording his lines, so he's the biggest problem right now to me, because he's just. I don't think he has an imagination.
He's 13.
He doesn't have an imagination like we can.
Yeah, he's still young.
Mhm.
So.
So he doesn't have
He takes a long time on his lines. But I don't try to rush him. I try to tell him. So what I tell him when I'm voice acting, there's 3 things I look at. There's volume. There's what is it? There's 3 things. Okay, so he can't change his. What's up?
Like the scene, like where he's
Yeah,
at.
so he's
like,
got a picture where he's at. He's got a picture where he's at. He's got to use volume properly, and he's got to articulate his words.
Yeah.
Okay, the 3 things. Articulation on words, so that it's like there's something. Okay, so in number 2, you said, I don't see why you went through the east side of Pachinki just to get to the west side. Like you made sure that west side, that T in west was perfect. And I noticed that, and I was like, holy fuck, man. I love that. Like,
Something as simple as that.
It's just something as little, like I pay attention to little details, to things like that, because you never know when someone else is going to pay a little attention to details like that. You never know, so I try to do that as well. So it was fantastic, but he will not. So he gets really close to this pop filter I have set up right here, and he doesn't realize he's not talking to a wall. He thinks he's talking to a wall, I guess, so he's mumbling. I'm like, look, open your mouth more. When I'm trying to tell him how to do it, I'm like, you got to open your mouth more, and then you want to articulate your words better and change your vocal pitch. Be the character and be in the scene. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you're able to like direct him in real time though. That definitely helps a lot.
I try to do my best with that. I mean, I'm no perfect voice actor. I just try to do what I can with the character that I'm given.
Yeah.
I try to.
Because when I record my lines, I don't have a director. Like, there's not really much direction other than the context, and sometimes in parentheses it'll just say to like shout it or something like that.
There for your very
that helps actually.
I'm good.
But the fact that I don't have a director, what I do is that I'll read like the scene, not just my line. I'll read what comes before and after.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to visualize that, and then after I'm done recording the line, I don't just stop there. I listen to the line and then like think how it will sound after the previous guy speaks, and then when the guy speaks after. Awesome. That way I'm like, okay, this will fit.
That's what we'll do sometimes. I'll be like, okay, look, let me play this line before, so you get a visual or an imagination of what you need to sound like in response to this. Like, say here, Ed's a bigger guy in the series, and then Clay, like I would play that line that Clay had before, so that Ed's gonna be like, you weigh more than me. It's he wants to sound. You want him to sound surprised. You don't want him to sound like,
yeah,
damn, really, So that's what I'll do. I'll play lines beforehand for him, but he's gonna get better. His number 3 lines are actually pretty good. So he's actually the third voice of Jackson as well.
Wow.
The first one was just gonna be Josh's voice again, but we decided that it wasn't gonna work out because it just doesn't make sense to reuse a voice like that. That sounds the same, I guess.
Unless he could really change. Like, he has the range to change and sound younger.
I think you could pull it off if I had a second character. I think you could. Just the way you do the other impression that I heard.
Right.
I think you could pull it
I
off.
miss my dad.
Yeah, Josh was like...
Last video I watched here, and I started laughing.
I did an impression of you. That was fantastic. I'm glad you liked that
The other
one.
dude was my son. He was like, yo, I miss my dad.
He's like, why don't you let him be Jackson? And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of. I miss my dad. You know, it was just, oh man, no, that wouldn't have worked out. I think you fit the character great.
Yeah,
I was
I would have to
telling-
try sounding different for Jackson because he's younger.
Oh no, I'm not getting too comfortable with saying what I'm saying.
That's fine.
I'm glad. Okay, cool.
I mean, off camera, we could talk about these days. Like, I could call often.
Off, dude. That's
I'll
awesome.
play Pete.
So what is your? You don't have to. You know. I mean, we can bleep this out if you want. What is your typical like schedule? Because I get home Monday through Thursday around like, I get home at like 6.
So I don't actually have like a job like that
Okay.
where I gotta be somewhere during the week. Right now, I'm just practicing my voice acting. Still doing a little bit of stuff so I could like make my demo reel. I'm
Okay.
putting everything into that.
You know, honestly,
So-
I was actually
What?
before I started working where I'm working now. I was really looking into, you know, getting
Acting.
into the voice. I did all the research. You probably did too. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't think I stuck through with it. It was just something. It was something that I really like enjoyed looking into. Just because, like, I don't know. Because I think I'm not gonna be too confident in myself. I mean, some people be like, "Yeah, dude, you did great narrating." I think I was a better narrator than I am a character. Honestly, that's just me. Because I mean, people say you actually say it to where I can describe what's happening. You know, or they can like I can imagine what you're saying. I can imagine the scene. But that's for like you know when you're listening to Battleground, I guess.
I
But
do like how you play Damian though.
I don't. Okay, so here's 2 characters I couldn't see ever changing. Oh, 3 now, but 4. Sorry. So everybody but Jackson's character, I could see they fit perfect. I think. I don't think I could see anyone being Damian besides me. I don't think I could see anyone at all being Ed besides Eddie here. I don't think I could see anyone being Clay besides you now. And Willow goes
Thanks.
to my sister. So
Right.
I mean, I think honestly, that's we got ourselves a perfect little fit here. I'm not even gonna lie about that. So
I think it's really cool that you're fully investing in what you
it's
like.
great, man.
It's something I have never done. Like, you know, like in high school, me personally, I didn't know what the hell I'm gonna do when I was gonna get out, bro. Like, Jesus hell.
That's what I was worried about, just being
Yeah, me too.
directionless.
I had no clue where the hell I was going.
Everybody
I'm
was just like,
lucky.
yeah, everybody was like, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. And I was just like, I wanna be this, but later, like, you know, like shit just changes in your mind. I don't know. Recently, I've been getting into cars, so I might just become a mechanic, honestly.
That's cool.
Right
Trade
now-
jobs are great.
Shit, right now I'm just a car painter.
I build
Paint
guns.
cars all day.
Oh, that's awesome.
I build guns. So
Build
I'm sitting there
guns, I
learning.
paint cars.
I might throw in something that's not PUBG related to like one of the battlegrounds. I'll just be like, I'll just throw in like one of the guns that I build.
That's awesome.
It
Because
was-
I like guns too. Like I shot a few before.
Here, I'm gonna
when
share
I
my
went on trips.
I'm gonna share my screen really quickly. Let me show you guys what gun I would probably use. I mean, the audio can't, or the video can't see it, so. Wait a
So
minute.
Joseph, where are you from? Where are you from? God dang it.
I'm from New York.
Oh,
Okay.
New York. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I asked him that recently. I was trying to get to know him and whatnot. I didn't want to think that I only want him for Battleground. He seems like a cool guy, honestly.
You seem pretty cool.
Okay,
Dude,
Thanks.
got that.
what you like doing on your free time?
I like gaming.
That's what's up. We should play
But
something.
yeah,
soon.
I usually play games, hang out with my friends, or practice more voice acting stuff.
All right, you guys watching?
Yeah, I
See,
see.
look, right here is the whole microphone I had pulled up and everything.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. I looked it up. I had to look up everything. I looked up the box cover. This is our base model gun that we make. That I assemble every day. Right here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What
My
about
coat.
the sniper one?
Oh, the actual chassis or whatever. I don't even. Let's see. These are one of our chassis. You buy the chassis itself and then you assemble.
Looks like a
everything.
VSS.
I guess so.
Oh look.
That's my boss.
I never did fire a sniper. That's the thing.
That's my boss.
That's cool. That looks like such a cool gun, though.
Yeah, these are. I fired these a couple times. Okay, My coworker is probably listening to this right now. Tracy, I'm looking up the 35 DMG just for you. She is obsessed with this gun right here.
That looks cool.
Like a-
These
like
are
a
not fully
P90.
auto. It looks more like a MP7, maybe.
I see a P90 but without the bottom barrel.
Mm.
I'm not P90. What the heck am I
was like
talking about?
P90.
I mean not the. What's wrong with me,
I don't know.
bro? It's fuck, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the name of it.
Machine pistols are cool. I like them.
I wish these were fully auto, but
Yeah.
we'd have to get some kind of like license, I think. But these are cool little guns right here.
Dude, it looks like a gun off of Rogue Company.
Okay. This
I
is
think
my
that's-
favorite we make. Okay,
Oh.
so the difference is this hand. You saw this handle's straight right here. This grip right here,
Right.
straightened. It's
Yeah.
actually really comfy on the hand to hold it like this, because your
Oh.
your three fingers fit perfectly right there. So your pointer finger goes right here,
Mhm.
and your ring finger feels good going right here. And then, wait, never mind. Hold on. That's 6 fingers. Hold on. Wait. Okay.
What you mean?
no,
I
no.
got 12.
Pointer finger, pointer finger right here, and then middle ring pinky right there.
Nice.
Yeah, those are nice to shoot. Okay. Yeah, I was just showing you what I do with that. Yeah, no, those are fun.
My favorite one that I fired was the Chris Vector. I like that one a
You
lot.
fired a vector?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Huh. Hold on one second. I'm texting back somebody right now.
Only thing I shot was an M15, shotgun, a 9.
Yeah, but
I-
have you shot a
I don't know.
fucking RPG?
Oh yeah.
All right,
you know,
then.
regular RPG.
But are you ready, soldier? I can't do his line. I can't do his line properly. That was a great one. Yeah, no, I hope you're ready to do some intense scenes in the future, man. They're gonna be.
Oh, I look
nuts.
forward to it.
I hope you're gonna be. There's gonna be some scenes like.
I'm getting more comfortable with Clay's character.
I
At
can
first, I was
tell.
just like trying to like stick with this whole tough guy thing,
Yeah,
but then
no, man.
the fact that he's getting closer to the group, you could mellow out a little bit.
I see. Okay, so. Eddie, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. It's
I'm
fine.
so
Okay.
sorry.
It's fine.
This is gonna be uploaded in like a week or two, just because of all the editing it's gonna take. Honestly,
I just want to say, it was pretty funny how when I was first getting into Battleground
Okay.
for this project, I was playing through Nier Automata, and I just gotta say, Clay just reminds me of A2 in a lot of ways.
What game is?
Because they're both Nier Automata. It's
Uh,
a Square Enix game.
Oh, Square Enix.
Android.
Okay, I love Square Enix. How do you spell this? I'm gonna look it up so I can.
Nier
Automata.
Automata.
Okay, I see that. Let's see what we got.
It's a
here.
really good game. I highly recommend it.
Awesome.
Very good story-driven game. The
Oh,
combat's
shit,
amazing.
yeah, I
too.
saw this. I saw this game before.
You and
But yeah,
your
there's a-
female characters. I'm just messing with you. This looks cool.
But yeah, in that game, there's like there's 3 main characters, and one of them is she was part of a squad from a time before the other 2 main characters, and her squad just all got killed basically, and she's the lone survivor, and she deserted. So the fact that like she's been through shit, and then when you finally play as her, you see how she's like distrusting and closed off to everyone. It really reminded me of Clay's character. So when I was going through, I was like having 8-2 in mind, and I was just like,
That's-
okay,
yeah,
I'll kind of
that's
play this
cool.
character like this.
That's cool. I see that. I mean, that helps out. That helps me out because I'm number 5, number 6, number 7. They're not wrote out, so I mean, I still have room to add more progression and kind of morph him into something more than what he is now.
Yeah.
He's obviously. I mean, if this had a fan base compared to some of these other games, you know what I mean? I think he'd obviously, evidently, be a fan favorite.
When he goes on that rampage in 2, just headbutting that dude. Oh man,
Oh god.
that's already good. That would be a clipped scene.
That honestly, number 2 was to show the badassery of what Clay was capable of, like just
Yeah.
the brutality, just not giving a shit.
I think my favorite part when he like stepped on his neck and later
His
just
throat?
fucking cracked it. I mean, yeah, like just.
Oh man.
Like, throbbing
I think
all over the floor.
if I'm to suggest something, I think some of the action scenes could use like different, like for us the voice actors, we could maybe provide different like battle efforts, like because like when Clay's
I know
headbutting the
what you're
dude,
talking about.
there's sound effects, but like the characters aren't really making a sound. So like I think like for action scenes like that, just have
Yeah,
a bunch of sound
like,
clips for things like
you know, just-
yeah.
That's cool. We could probably get everybody just to send in a few lines of that. I mean, just to throw in there.
Cool running. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's smart. I mean, yeah, we need more detail. I mean, I want to be able to imagine. So the problem is number 2. I think I can't focus as well with it because it's not. I guess there's so many action scenes in number 2 that it's kind of hard to like. Where are they at now? What the fuck's going on now? What the hell? Why is there battle music picking up? I don't even know what happened. Sometimes like that's just what it clicks to. But that's a good idea. That's a great suggestion. We should definitely do that. There's a scene where Ed picked up the guy off of Damian at number 2 and slammed him into a wall. We were able to find male grunting noises for the enemy, I guess, but we can't.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we can provide our own sounds. I mean, that's a smart idea. I mean, fuck it. I mean, yeah. When I'm writing out scenes like that again, I'll start adding like little sidelines, I guess, just to send in. Like you just put a decimal after, like 0.1 to add in afterwards.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, that sounds fine with me. That's great. I think. Huh? Yeah, that works. Maybe in number 3 you could actually do something like that because I'll actually need you. Shit, dude, you might have just changed the whole perspective I got here. Good job. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think it makes it more immersive.
Absolutely, yeah, no, for real.
Because like the scene where they're working out, for example, I remember doing the line like
Yeah.
that, having to take the breaths in between. Like that was good. Like
I'm
those
glad
kind of sounds make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that was something I just imagined because Clay was given a good little, we need to be on top of our shit kind of speech.
Right.
God, when we recorded those lines, I remember I was I told Dustin, I was like, yo,
When
where's my
Eddie,
shoes at?
when we were
He was
all,
just
when we
like-
were.
he's like, what do you mean? I like, give me my shoes. I'm gonna run outside, and it seemed like I'm exhausted, like really exhausted.
That's dedication.
That is, dude.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna run from this.
We both
place to
ran
this
for our
place.
line. That was the first line I recorded.
That's
Number
awesome.
3. We took a drag race. We went to one end of the road and we ran to the other, and we came back in. We were like doing our line. Hold on, let me go find it.
Yeah, and then I made for Clay, I made him take like a few breaths, but not really be
Yeah.
completely tired, because I know he's the most fit out
Absolutely.
of the group.
Yeah,
That makes sense if he's the least tired as well.
Which also
giant.
Which also confuses me in number 2, where when we were running from the blue circle and we all got back in, and you were like, I wrote that you were panting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you did great. You did great in it. But
Well,
it wouldn't
he's
make
getting
sense that
killed
you.
slowly.
That's true. So
They
we
were in the
yeah.
blue zone. Like he would never face anything like that before. You know.
Right.
Like,
So the blue zone. So the coolest thing is, oh my god. What were we just talking about?
It was about like our delivery for like scenes like that, so like when we were out of breath and stuff.
Yeah.
the grunts, the
Yeah.
the yells.
Okay, so what the blue circle is? Fucking Eddie, I'm sorry. I'm so
It's
sorry.
fine.
So the blue. Oh man, I had something I wanted to get to. This is fucking evident. Who is your favorite Battleground character that you've heard
Mine,
so far?
I think I
Second
said
to
it earlier.
Clay.
I really like Jackson
You
because
really do?
yeah, because like the concept of the character of him being the son of a fallen character from the first one
Right.
and having a legacy to live up to, going
Right.
through all these parts. I feel like he's the one that could go through the most change because he's young and impressionable. He could really change throughout the entire series. So that's why I hope like the voice actor for him can like understand this and like maybe he changes with them.
TJ.
It gets yeah, like he
Takes some tips.
improves along
Right.
with the parts.
Yeah, take him under your wing, Clay. For real. Yeah, I'm gonna capitalize on that because I want to make sure. So what we were gonna do before you told us your age, on the 4th episode, we were gonna try to guess your age, and whoever got the closest, the 2 fucking losers, were gonna just eat a whole spoonful of hot sauce for the hell of it, just on this, just to hear everyone's pain. Yeah. I assumed you were, when I first heard your voice, I did not think you were 19. Like the fact that I'm older than you blows my mind. It blows my mind.
18 when I recorded that.
That's blowing my mind again. Happy belated
she
birthday.
went to-
Happy belated
Thanks.
birthday. I don't know when it was, but happy.
It's actually just last week.
Really? What
Yeah.
day?
It was on
Oh my
Sunday.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ.
So not July the 4th.
No, June 27th.
That's dope. Well, hey, happy fucking happy birthday. Happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Damn.
Oh
Thank
my god, if I would have released the freaking podcast earlier,
Because he was like,
would have
"I'm
done
gonna
it on his birthday.
He said,
I told him I'll have it done by the 27th, but I didn't notice how bad things got. And I was like, dang it. And then I forgot to save after I did so much progress.
Yeah. I remember that.
I had it like all completely done, like lined out so I can add the specs and everything. And I forgot to save it. And I was like, oh well. That's all. That sucks.
But yeah, like I said earlier, we should definitely play something. I don't know when. I'm down. I mean, I'm free tonight if you are. Fuck it.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what we'd play. I mean,
What games
got
do you guys
Chivalry
typically
too?
play?
what do I have?
That's the thing. I don't
downloaded?
play a lot of multiplayer games. I play mostly single player.
Okay.
I seem like you're the type of guy to play a lot of single player. I'm more of a multiplayer guy.
Yeah, no, Eddie does not play single players. He would.
Only Far Cry. Only Far Cry. Far Cry is a good
That's
single
still
player game that I
multiplayer
like.
now. That's multiplayer now.
Well, now.
Well,
play
that's
Minecraft.
because that was before you had live.
Okay, so that's a good discussion to have, like, for now. What are, like, your favorite games? Like, give me a top 3
Okay.
favorite games of all time.
Favorite or best in opinion?
The ones you enjoy the most, like, that you go back to,
Okay.
and, like, or, like, that ones that left the biggest impacts on you.
Obviously, worldwide agreement here. Probably Minecraft would be one.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
Minecraft.
worldwide
that's great.
agreement. That's just you can't go wrong with it. I don't
Shoot,
play it
that's
all
what I
that
was about
often.
to say.
I don't play it all that often. This is probably gonna change after this list is done. I'm gonna have to say. Okay, can we categorize this in multiplayer and single player? Because this is gonna be a little tough. Should we do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I just want to know which games, like, you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
Just, like, when on your free time, if you want to pick a game.
I
which
haven't
ones?
actually played a game in a good while. I've been so crammed with stuff. I finally started taking the gym more seriously. Like, it's just little things. But let's see. I do love single player games if they're executed properly. Cyberpunk. That disappointed me so bad. I played a little bit of Overwatch. Oh, you muted? Okay.
Nah, that was an accident.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I was just making sure. So I played a little bit of Overwatch. Rainbow Six Siege is a good one, multiplayer-wise. Grand Theft Auto 5 was great for both single player and multiplayer when it was released. Dead by Daylight, that's fun for me. Ark, Survival Evolved. PUBG, obviously. Single player games, I loved Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. The stories were perfect, they're beautiful. Cyberpunk has a good story. It's just hard to bear. I haven't gotten into any of the ones that you're into. Like, I don't know. I think. Do you play? You seem like a guy that would play Fire Emblem.
I have.
Okay, that's just something I assumed.
Fire Emblem is cool though. Like honestly, I've been wanting to buy it, but I'm like, do I have $50 on me right now?
Here's
They're
the
stupid
thing.
expensive,
I
man.
played Fire Emblem in the past. My most recent experience was Three Houses. Now, I have a funny story about this one.
Okay.
I was going for a specific route. I was going for Crimson Flower. I love Edelgard. And as I was doing that, I had no guide, so I ended up missing something very important, and I screwed up my route. And from then, I stopped playing the game. I sunk 50 hours into it and just fucked it up. So I ended up
Horrible.
selling the game and buying Guilty Gear Strive later.
I don't know anything about the games, but I know exactly what kind of thing you're talking about when you missed one thing important.
Yeah,
It
because the way
sucks.
Three Houses is, it's very similar to like a Persona game, where there's like a calendar system. You gotta interact with the characters to build friendships and stuff. And I don't like that in games, to
Reminds
be
me of
honest.
Fable.
Like
It goes
Yeah,
really
like-
in depth. Like
the way
I
it does a calendar system, you gotta manage your time and talk to different characters to see different scenes just based on them. I don't really like that. So Persona 5 I played as well, but I don't
Persona-
really like that as much as just the fights. I just like getting to the fights, and that's why I like Shin Megami Tensei a lot more. It's just the fights.
I wish I knew more of these games. I'm so incompetent when it comes to
I got a little bit of knowledge, but not a lot, because I have a bunch of buddies that like.
It's just
playing
like
it,
these
and they
aren't
tell me
like
a lot about it.
These aren't like mainline games, and sometimes those are the better games that aren't super mainline. I mean,
mainstream games are like stuff you listed, and I have not played like 80% of those.
really.
Yeah, I play mostly Japanese games, like
I
JRPGs,
gotcha.
like the Nier series. I love Automata and Replicant. Both of those absolutely love. My
Final
favorite
Fantasy is
game of all
Japanese
time.
made, right?
Oh yeah, I love
Okay,
Final Fantasy as well.
I loved it. 15 had me in tears. Had me.
That is
like a
the
child.
most mainstream Japanese RPG.
I would
I
say
loved
so.
15 as well.
15 was emotionally detrimental to me. Like, I got so attached to these characters, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what is happening? Dude, oh
yeah.
my god. Clay, I see in Gladiolus.
Oh
Do you see what? I think that's where I got some Clay
see what you
inspiration.
mean.
I think I got some inspiration. I'm not gonna lie, because I remember playing it, and I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. So I genuinely think I got some inspiration there.
That's cool. Yeah, I really love 15.
15 was
Not
good.
this great character.
He is
His
good.
warp strike. I love that warp strike. If I could have any superpower, I'd want his warp strike.
That thing is awesome.
And like the voice cast, amazing. Ray Chase is Noctis. Oh my god, he is one of my favorite
You-
voice actors.
The voice cast, that's awesome. I love how you just look so deep into things. It's awesome. I never even looked. Like, okay, so never mind. You don't know anything about Naruto. I'm sorry.
I don't.
was-
Sorry.
You ever
No, it's
played
okay.
Skullgirls?
Skullgirl. I know the game. I never played it.
It's a fun ass game. Shit.
I like fighting games though.
Some Japanese games I like playing a lot more than usual well, you can take Dark Souls Japanese sometimes, maybe.
It's
I
Bandai
played a lot
Namco,
of Dark
so I'm pretty sure it is.
Eddie, just
Yeah,
because
I played a lot
Orochi,
of Dark Souls.
just because Orochi is in For Honor doesn't make it.
Okay, For Honor
usually
is
game.
something else. For Honor is made in Sweden, first of all.
Bro.
Anyways,
okay,
that's
so
a Ubisoft game.
one game I love playing is Wii Sports.
That's
It is
a
the-
classic.
It is
Classic.
the best.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's obviously a classic. It's fun fact, Wii Sports is actually. I'm sure you looked this up in like top selling games in history.
Right.
Wii Sports is like number 4,
Yeah, it's
Dude, I
really
thought-
high up.
a little above
Didn't it
PUBG.
came with the Wii though? Didn't
Yeah,
it come against?
it
Like,
came with the
it
Wii,
came with a
but-
Wii.
It was bundled, yeah.
Yeah,
And the Wii was super popular just because it was an entry level console.
Right.
Like your parents could use it, your grandma can use it.
that too, and it was the first of its kind.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't do all the.
So later the
research.
360 came out with the Kinect, and later the PS3.
Yeah, it
came
was
out with, like, the
revolutionary.
motion sensor. Yeah. I remember the
Nintendo
PS3 came with
games.
those Joy-Cons with like the shining Joy-Cons that you can play like kind of like some Wii games theme
Mhm.
kind of thing. And later the Xbox 360 had the Kinect so you can play Just Dance.
Let's be honest here. The Kinect was not as good as the Wii remotes.
No,
I experienced both. The Wii remotes were much more. They picked it up obviously because you pointed
Responsive.
at the screen, but it was revolutionary. Very, very revolutionary. It created the whole little. I honestly think the Wii set the stage for VR gaming.
Yeah, I see that.
That's one of my hot takes. I'll probably shoot out right there.
Wait, have you ever played Tekken? Any kind of Tekken game?
Okay, yeah, Tekken I have not. Out of all the fighting games,
Oh.
Tekken doesn't really interest me. I don't really like how it plays.
They are big beefy people.
Again, I like
JoJo's the game.
the like anime fighting games, the not so popular ones. I really love Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. Those are like my favorites. Actually, my favorite. Most people have not heard of. It's called Under Night in Birth.
What the
Yeah, exactly. It's obscure, but I love it.
shit?
That's really cool. I mean, like, I've met some people who are like into the games. Like, I don't know. He's in a Fire Emblem. God, I can't even name. I feel stupid if I say this. Is Fate Zero? Is that a title of anything at all?
That's an anime. I'm
I
pretty sure
thought
they
so.
got games for that too.
Of course, it's an anime. My dumbass can't even name
Yeah.
the damn. Couldn't even name it. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess I have to look into that one game you were talking about that you thought of Clay as. That's cool.
Like
man.
Playing
Yeah, Nier
Pokemon?
Automata. I used to play a lot of Pokemon. Not anymore. But oh my god, I was huge on Pokemon when I was younger.
We're still, me and Dustin are still huge on Pokemon until this day.
It's
Like, I don't mind Pokemon. Like, I have friends who are into it, and I think it's great. I still think Pokemon is great. I'll talk to them about it. But like, personally, I can't really play the games anymore. I like hard games, and Pokemon just isn't that. I like to torture myself
more
with game
strategic.
difficulty.
Dude, Final Fantasy pissed me off because this is one of my one games that I played after like. I keep obsessing over this game because it's probably in my top like 10 games of all time. But it was just so. I don't know what it was because it was my first Final Fantasy ever played. It's the only one I played too. I tried number 7, but I forgot I don't have a PlayStation to do the remake. So.
And easy, just buy one.
Oh shit, dude, you got me there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I'll focus on the new setup before I get a PlayStation again, or a PlayStation in general. Just because some of the sounds were bad, and if I just upgraded the whole PC, you know what I mean? And
It's just your fans.
it is.
Your
There's
fans are
6
like,
of them.
You got 6 fans.
Hey, my shit is never gonna heat.
Mine is not.
They are never
mine's not
gonna
hot.
heat.
Also, I get the feeling you guys play a lot of shooter games.
Um,
Do you?
Somewhat, yeah.
I used to a lot. I was a big Black Ops
casual-
2.
On casual days, I play Modern Warfare, but like I like playing Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not gonna lie. I like playing that a lot.
Yeah, I played Call of Duty a lot. I was never good at multiplayer. Very much trash at that, but zombies was what I was good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombies, especially getting the Easter eggs. Oh boy, those were the best times.
Those were nutty. Those were fun. I remember
One
that.
shooter game that I could say I love, though absolutely adore, is Doom Eternal. I love that.
Yeah.
Isn't that also made by a Japanese company?
No,
I
that's
don't know.
Bethesda. Same
Of
guys
course,
behind
bro.
Skyrim.
God,
Yeah.
I hope nobody listens to this one. I hope nobody listens
Yeah,
to
come
this.
on, Dustin. You
I hope
love...
this gets like 2 views and it's just 2 of us because I'm not even gonna watch it. It's just y'all 2. I'm not even gonna watch it because it's so embarrassing. I'm getting fucking. I look so stupid over here. I told you I haven't been into video games in like a minute.
What about melee? What about melee games like
For Honor.
Smash?
Oh, Smash. I played that
Super Smash
a
Bros.
lot,
Melee.
and I played all the Smash games, and Ultimate I kind of dropped like months ago.
Dude, Josh would love you. Holy shit. Are you into like
I
the older
love-
consoles too? Like, you know, like the any
Well, everybody's
Segas
into the older
or-
consoles.
No, I mean
Oh
like
yeah, when
I'm
I
talking
was a kid, I was so heavily invested into learning about older consoles and just having the opportunity to play them.
right.
So yeah, I like old games.
I grew up on a Nintendo 64, so
Same here.
I was
Yeah, that
started
shit was
there.
the
it was
best.
great.
I grew up on
especially,
PS2.
Because you didn't know any difference. I mean, that was my. Well, actually, no. My first console was a Sega Genesis, and then I had the Nintendo 64, and I was like, what? You know, that was a huge upgrade to me because I had more than just 3 games.
I had the Nintendo 64, and they had that for so goddamn long that I went to the PlayStation 2. Later, I got the 3. No, I got the regular Xbox because my cousins used to have the Xbox, so they're like, "Yeah, let's play some Halo." I'm like, "What the hell is Halo?" Later, I figured it out the hard way.
It's bad. I never got into Halo. As an Xbox person,
You
I
own
still
an
never got
Xbox?
into it. Yeah, I know.
Well, you gotta get into
Crucify
Gears
me.
of War, so
Gears of War was the shit. If you
I
played
had
any
a
Gears of War
great
games,
story.
I also basically like I just have all these inspirations for Clay's like character from like a bunch of characters that I've always played as mixed up.
That's
Whether
cool.
it's an anime character or a gaming
All the
character.
badass
There's little
characters.
pieces in every like brute guy that just can handle a gun like it's nothing. But there's some funny scenes in number 3 that you're gonna enjoy. I don't know how far you've read into it.
I've read like almost to the end.
Have you read the?
I think. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. I read it over like once.
No, it's okay.
The whole thing.
It's towards the end.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I got that far. Or like maybe I did, but I skimmed over that. I just wanted to see how many lines I'm in for during
Oh.
that first read.
Good bit. Good bit of a
Yeah.
more than number 2.
So I think I'm halfway done though.
Yeah, give or take. I saw you're like 684.
Mhm.
Yeah, now I'll go back and listen to them when I'm bored. I'm like, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is great. But number 3, I'm not done with either, so we're just honestly the only process we have now is just getting all the lines rounded up. I gotta find a voice for Baxter. I just I come back every day. I refresh the page to see if anybody's auditioned yet. Still nobody.
Still nobody.
I just checked. Yeah, I just checked. But that's just the process we'll need to get number 3 ready. We're gonna have another episode before number 3 is released, and it's gonna be with the one I told you about with Josh and TJ. You know, Jack and Jackson, and then me and Eddie. I don't want to have 5 guys in one. That sounds like a fucking hectic scene. I want to have you with Josh today, though. I'm sure you guys will go all at it with y'all's video game knowledge. He's into it. He collects older consoles and stuff just to get experience for games, I guess. He loves Legend of Zelda.
Oh, sweet.
Like, big fan.
Played a lot of that.
Yeah, I met him.
I never got into Zelda. I don't know why.
I played it.
I never played one because I felt like I was so like outdated. Like I felt like I would have been like the old person, like, oh look at this, and they just would have been like, yeah, it's like this one game that I played a while ago, and I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's kind of like
it's like when playing Resident Evil, and later you're trying to figure out what's going on in the story, but you gotta figure out all the other stories so you can know this story, which is the next story.
It's crazy. Well, here soon enough, it's about an hour and a half, so I mean we can wrap this up very shortly, so we can start talking about. I'm just thinking, yeah, I know, Eddie. I'm sorry.
An hour and a half.
I need my USB drive back so I can deliver it to you.
Oh shit!
Fuck! How's that gonna work, Eddie? That's 2 extra trips. Oh my god. Yeah, because I have to drive to your house, grab the USB, bring it back to mine, export the file, and deliver it back to you.
Unless one day I'll just drive it and put it in your mailbox. Like
while you're here, we extract the file and then you go back home, you dingus.
Here for what?
When you're at my house, just come over one day.
What happens if I do it during work? What if I do it during work? Like during break?
Don't go in my hidden file. I'm just kidding.
Homework.
On work. Alright guys, we should probably wrap this up soon. It's awesome having you on here, honestly.
This is fun.
4th episode, we'll probably have you return if you're totally down. I don't know when it'll be. It'll be before number 3 is released, most likely. So
I'll likely be down.
Awesome. Alright everyone, or whoever's listening right now, thank you for listening.
Made it this far?
Yeah, if you've made it, oh my god, if you made it this far, thank you.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
I know
pretty sure most of it is going to go away because of all the police.
I know one person that's going to listen to this and is like, shut the hell up about your game. I know one person that's going to say that. And I am sorry, Tracy.
Talk about Battleground.
Yeah, for real. Well, we did. We kicked off a lot of Battleground. Which, for the 4th...
A little too much, and that's why it has to be flipped.
Very true. Oh my god, yeah. I can't wait till I can stop spoiling shit. Here's what I want to do though at the very, very end before I cut this off. I want to get every main cast member in one call.
That could be cool.
That just for like the very end, you know what I mean? Just everybody, me, us 3 right here, Josh, my little sister. My little sister's gonna be in one of them. She's gonna be in one of them. So we gotta really keep it PG whenever she's here.
All right.
Yeah, I know you can do it. Yeah, no, I like the little name I threw in there. All right, well,
I like that line.
I'm so glad. Yeah, that's you have that in number 4 as well. There goes a beep right there. All right, well, thank you for listening to whoever was here. We'll be back. I'll be back. Me and Eddie will be back sometime soon. Thank you. And okay, apparently the audio cut off at the end, and Eddie's calling me about it just now. Say hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Okay, that's Eddie. So I'll just repeat the ending one more time for you guys. Weeks later, I'll never forget you.